What's good, people? I'm your one and only Santa, back with another legend, back with another reaction video. Today we're doing something different. Gonna be listening to some TikTok wild stories. So I hope you'll truly enjoy. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the video. Yeah, yeah. This one is a wild story. I don't know how you'll do this, but let's let's hear it, bro. Yo guys bad for me. Yo, people from planet Earth, bro. Like, what on earth is happening on planet Earth? What on earth is happening on Earth? Is what I'm asking. But anywho, what the dog doing? Hello. I don't think Sean to talk. There we go.
By my oldest brother at 17 years old, and I think I'm fine. Brother at 17 years old, and I think I'm finally ready to tell my story while I do my makeup so that I don't cry. Trigger warning, I'm going to be talking about some pretty explicit and traumatic details that may be triggering to some people. So a little background first. I have 3 older brothers, and I am the youngest and the only girl in my family. My life growing up was pretty traumatic to say the least. My dad was very abusive and put hands on my mom all the time in front of all of us, and he's very abusive to my brothers too, and he put hands on them a lot. It's a very traumatic household.
That is a very sad household. You know, I genuinely feel sorry for those that come from such a household. Cause damn, bro, that's depressing.
Me and my brothers were actually pretty close. One point, I was actually the closest with my oldest brother who did what he did to me. He had this girlfriend when I was in elementary school named Taylor, and she was like the sister that I never had, and we would go camping together. We had really a great friendship. My brother, after that relationship with that girl, just completely changed. He was no longer the same person. He started dating another girl and started doing heavy drugs. And then after that phase, he just kind of got like God crazy and just started preaching a lot about the Bible and God, and that's like all he would talk about, which was weird to me. I definitely believe in people finding God after going through a hard time in their life, but I don't think that's what this was. He became a very dark person, and I'm not really sure how to explain it better than that. So when I was 17, my best friend at the time was going to Miami, and I really wanted to go with her.
Can I just say this girl is also just pretty? She's just absolutely pretty. She's pretty, but yeah, let's continue. But bro, for your brother to do this, like your own family member, that's disturbing, bro. How can you do such a thing, bro? How, bro? Still baffles me, but okay, cool.
I wasn't making great money at the time, so I asked my brother if I could put the flight on his card, and he said that he would do that for me. I had paid him back almost everything except for I think maybe like $25-$30 that I had still owed him. That will become important later in the story, but just keep that in mind. We were in my room gardening together because me and my brothers all gardened together.
Oh, gardening. Okay.
My parents gardened and we all gardened too. And so we were in my room gardening, and this was not abnormal. This was not weird. Like I said, me and all my brothers, even me and my dad, would garden together. I look back on that part of my life a lot, like, wow, everyone told me, like, oh my gosh, you have 3 older brothers, you must be so safe, and they protect you so much, and it's funny because I never would have thought that I would have needed protecting from my brothers. Anyways, so we were in my room gardening, and we were watching a movie, and I fell asleep on my bed. And he was in, like, a chair, I think, or maybe he was sitting at the end of my bed, I'm not really sure, I don't remember, but I fell asleep. And I woke up to his hand down the back of my pants, and
Wait. This is after gardening? This is after gardening, you wake up with his hand at the back of your pants. Bro. Yo, it's disturbing. Okay.
Was continuously, I could tell it was like a split second where I didn't know where I was or what was going on, you know, as soon as you wake up. And his hand was going further down the back of my pants towards my private area. This is the part I struggled with my whole life because he didn't necessarily do anything. I got up immediately and was just like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is going on? And I ran to the bathroom, which was right next door to my room, and I locked the door and I cried and I hid in there for hours. I don't really remember what happened after that. I eventually came out and I didn't tell anybody for a couple months. A couple months later, he was asking me if I could come downstairs to talk to him. And at this point, we were on the same working schedule. My mom was always gone, my other brother was always gone, so it was just me and him in the house all the time.
Oh, that calls for bad news, bro. That calls for bad news, bro. I hope he didn't try to grape you or I just hope, man. Same working schedule, home alone. Oh, bro is gonna try to convince you. This story is becoming sadder by the minute. Dang.
So he had asked me to come upstairs and talk to him. I didn't really feel like I had a choice, and so I went downstairs to talk to him, and he proceeded to show me a lot of girls' clothing and makeup, and showed me that his toes were painted red, and basically was saying that he felt more comfortable in women's clothing and that he had been wearing makeup. I had noticed he was walking around the house a lot in like an old pair of my leopard print leggings, and it was kind of weird, but you know, I was just like, okay, well, I already knew he was kind of weird, so I didn't think too much about it. But then he proceeded to tell me that, yeah, he enjoys dressing like a woman, and that it made him feel better about himself. He also
So this whole time he's been exploring his sexuality, to say. He was exploring himself to see where his interests lie in with his sister. And when he saw that didn't work, he decided to go the opposite way. What kind of idiots? Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Some guys are questionable. Some of y'all need rehab. Your guys are beyond rehab and therapy. You guys need. You guys are even beyond jail, bro. You guys are beyond prison. I don't even think hell is even good enough for you. Okay, my bad for saying that. Let me love thy neighbors. Let me love thy neighbors. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
told me that he bought me like a dress from the thrift store. It was like a t-shirt dress, I remember, and I was like, thank you. And he asked me not to tell anybody, and I was like, no, I won't tell anybody. So I didn't tell anybody for a while. So then another day, I'm not really quite sure how long after that conversation that this happened. I'm 26 now, I'm about to be 27, and this happened when I was 17, so almost 10 years ago, and I spent a large portion of my life trying to forget about this. But me and my middle older brother were really, really close. So we were going to do something.
Wait, let me pause this real quick. I just need to check on something. Okay. The fudge. Cancel that real quick. My bad for cutting the story, chat. I just wanted to see some Okay. All is good. All is good now to redo this whole.
We were going to hang out somewhere, go do something, and I was in his room waiting for him to get out of the shower so that we could go. My oldest brother, Jesse, comes into the room, the one who told me he was stressing about the girl, the one who had put his hand down my pants. He had come into my brother's room and sat on the bed next to me. Like I said, my brother was in the shower, my other brother, Josh, was in the shower, and so he wasn't there at that moment. So my brother, Jesse, proceeded to sit down next to me and tell me about how I still owed him money from my trip to Florida, and I don't know why this part is more traumatizing than the other part. But he proceeded to sit down on the bed next to me and was talking something about how he doesn't have women in his life and he has needs that are not being met, and I don't even remember specifically everything that he was saying, but basically asked me to be in some type of secret relationship with him.
Oh my days, bro. From being gay to having a secret relationship, bro. Bro, this story keeps getting worse by the minute, bro. So he went from being gay to being straight, but with this sibling. That sounds so wrong, bro. I don't even feel like saying that, bro. It feels disgusting. Sis, ew. Where's this guy at, bro? I think I need to visit this guy. Where does he live? Where does she live?
I was just kind of sitting there looking at him like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And then he was wearing a zip-up jacket with no shirt on underneath, and he unzipped his jacket and looked me dead in my eyes and said, will you play with my nipples? Ooh, this is where I start getting emotional. So yeah, he asked me that, and I was shaking and crying, and I was texting my brother like, Josh, get out of the shower, get out of the shower, get out of the shower, like, come in here, Jesse's being so fucking weird, like, hurry up and come in here. And while I'm sitting there, I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? You're my brother. You're literally my brother. What are you talking about? And he looked at me, and I will never forget the look on his face. He looked at me just like smiling. He's like, oh, am I? I was like, yes. Yeah, you are. You are literally my fucking brother. Why are you doing this to me? Like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm sorry. Come back to work. I was essayed by my oldest brother.
What? Bro, okay. I need to know what part 2 is, man. We need to see part 2, man. We need to see part 2. Oh, part 2 is pinned. Nah, she did a good job. Is she a storyteller? I think she is a storyteller. Why am I blocking? No, I don't wanna block her. I think this girl is a storyteller. Well, for a storyteller, she's very good. Is she a storyteller? I honestly don't know at this point, but she's doing the things that 10 million views. Damn.
Part 2 of the story of how I was essayed by my oldest brother when I essayed by my oldest brother when I was
Fudge.
so I left
Let me pause the video.
He had asked me, he looked me dead in my eyes and asked me to play with his nipple, and I was just like, what the fuck are you talking about? what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you're my brother. You're my brother. You're my brother. Why are you doing this to me?
SA awareness. SA. This girl is from South Africa. Oh my days, bro. Tell me which country and area you're in. I'll be there in 20 minutes. Flat. Tell me which country you're in. Cause what? What? Nah, it's gender-based awareness for South African women, bro. And of course for any other woman out there in the world that may be watching this, because this is depression. This is sad. Some of you are experiencing this with your dad, with your uncle, with your, I don't know. But let us pray more awareness. Yeah.
You're my fucking brother. And he looked at me with this look I will never forget. And just like sat back and just like smiled. He's like, oh, am I? I was like, yeah. You are. Yeah, you are. You're literally my fucking brother, bro. So like I said, I was texting my brother while he was in the shower, like, Jesse's being so fucking weird. Hurry up, get out of the shower, get in here now, like, help me. Like, please come help me. And he eventually got out of the shower and saw my text and came in the room. And he was just like, what's going on? And Jesse looked at him straight in the face and was like, oh, hi, brother. And got up and walked out of his bedroom. After Jesse left the room, I told Josh that I needed to talk to him. And we left, and he called his best friend Jeremy, who was also like my brother. We were so close. Me and Josh and Jeremy were best friends. It makes me emotional because I think that was the last time I felt like I had my family. So we went out to my brother's car, and Jeremy came over, and I told them everything that my brother said and what he had done to me a couple months prior to that, and how he put his hand on my pants and sexually assaulted me. They both were just like, what the fuck, I can't believe he did that, like, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna beat his ass, like, you know, all the things that I believe they're supposed to say. But the thing is, nobody ever did anything. I really have faith.
What? You got close brothers and they didn't do anything about that even after hearing you cry your emotions out to them? That means this is just sad.
My brother was going to handle it or do something about it, and he never did. And so I didn't tell my mom for a couple months, and then there was a huge fight between me and Jesse, and Josh got involved. Jesse called me a bitch, and Josh threatened to beat his ass, basically. And my mom kept telling me to calm down, and was defending Jesse in the argument. So I was like, well, you're gonna defend your son who sexually assaulted me? Like, you don't even know who he is. He's a fucking monster. I woke up with his hand on my pants, and you're gonna stand up for him? And she was just like, what are you talking about? And so with Jesse right there and Josh right there, I told my mom everything that he did to me, and she was just in shock, I guess. And the thing about my mom is she is a beautiful person. She's such a kind soul. She is so sweet and so just innocent and so nice and so traumatized that she just kind of broke down. So after I told my mom, I kind of expected something to happen, right? Like, she would kick him out, she would do something, she would say something, like somebody would do something for me. I guess I just let it go for a little while and tried to just live with it. As I mentioned, we were working the same schedule, so me and him were alone in the house all the time, and I was super uncomfortable and afraid and traumatized and hurt, and I needed to get the fuck out of there. I was also bartending at this time, and my dad would come in to see me at the bar. So I invited him to come to the bar where I was bartending, or the restaurant where I was bartending, and he brought his girlfriend. Surprise, surprise. I told my dad that I had something to...
Wait, the dad brought his girlfriend, right? Okay. I was I was also distracted by that noise of the background. It was kind of annoying. I was trying to figure out what noise that is. Like someone is playing video games or something. But okay, cool. Let's continue.
Call him, and so when he came to the bar that day, I told him everything that Jesse did to me. Like I said before, me and my dad used to be super close until I grew up, and he kind of no longer felt like he had any responsibility for us, but we were really close once upon a time. And so when I told him what had happened, he started crying and said that he was so sorry and that he didn't protect me, and promised me that he would do something about it and that he would help me and he would protect me. Like, I literally thought that he would kill him for what he did to me. So he promised me that he would do something about it, and guess what? Nothing was ever done. So nobody did it.
What is wrong with this man, bro, today, bro? The girl comes to asking you for a solution or some shit, bro. You're getting to someone that you know you have full access to. And yet what happens? Nothing. There's the police, there's the court, there's I don't know what other stuff you can do, but then nothing. Not even a gang to smoke out this ninja. You get what I'm saying? But anywho.
Anything, and life went on, and I had no choice but to live in that house. I was only at this point 18 years old and didn't have anywhere else to go. I ended up getting a really good job for that age, working at the Human Services building, and started making really decent money. And one day I was just having a breakdown about the whole situation, and I went to work, and my boss was an angel. His name was Josh too, but an angel. This man, still to this day, single-handedly saved my life. I went into his office and I broke down into tears about everything that I had been going through and what happened to me. And he broke down into tears and started crying and just said, "I'm so sorry that this happened to you. I'm going to help you." And that was the first time I think I believed somebody when they said that they would help me. And he did. He got me approved for the diversion program, which is basically a check from the government to help people in emergency situations. And so he was able to pay, it makes me emotional just talking about it. He was able to pay all of the moving costs for me to be able to move out of that house and into my own apartment by myself at 18 years old. Joshua Trujillo.
Wow. No, shout out to Josh, man. Shout out to Josh. Not that other Josh had decided to do nothing about the whole situation. But shout out to Josh. Josh the boss, man. Shout out to you, man. You see, at least something happened. At least, as much as I would have liked it to get physical. That's I'm sorry, guys. That's just okay. But yeah, shout out to Josh. What the dog doing? What? No. This can't be happening, man.
At 18 years old. Joshua Trujillo, if you ever watch this video.
Oh my gosh. My internet strikes again. Boom. My internet strikes again. This is rubbish, bro. Why is my internet acting like this? Continue the story. Don't start from. This thing doesn't want to even continue the story. Jeez, blood.
This is part 2 of the story of how I was essayed. We were really close into one time, and so when I told him what had happened, he started crying. Didn't have anywhere else to go. I ended up getting a really good job for that age, working at the Human Services building, and started making really decent money, and just said, "I'm so sorry that this happened to you. I'm going to help you." And that was the first time I think I believed
Okay, wait.
somebody when they said that they would help me. For the diversion program, he was able to pay all of the moving costs into my own apartment by myself. So if you ever watch this video by any chance, thank you so much. So I moved out, got my own apartment.
Okay, yes, someone is there while she's telling her story, and they watching reels and playing games. Like, who's this watching Miraculous? What is it? Something Ladybug. I pay so much attention. Guys. Now the background music is getting to my head. It feels like a rage bait, bro. It feels like rage bait, bro. Damn, but okay, cool.
Forgot about it, and I tried to continue having a relationship with my family for years after that, until about 2020. I just kind of woke up one day and was like, actually, this isn't right. I'm still trying to have a relationship with these people who are not loyal to me. They obviously don't love me. They're not loyal to me. They didn't protect me in the time I needed protected the most from my family. They never had to hold him accountable. He never faced any repercussions. That man, my oldest brother, is 34, I think, something years old. He still lives in that house with my mom. Still. To this day, at 34 years old, is unemployed and still lives in that house with my mom. He just moved his fiance from California into my mom's house at 34 years old and unemployed. Josh, my brother, who I was like this with, still lives in that house with that man at 32, 33 years old. Lives in that house with my mom, working a part-time job. The reason I'm telling my story now is because to this day, 10 years later, I still struggle with having a relationship with my own mother and my own brothers. Because my oldest brother essayed me and put his hand on my pants, asked me to touch his body and to have a secret relationship with me, and my mom still posts about him on Facebook as if he's the best son in the world. Now, I love my mom. She has a very kind heart. She just doesn't have a backbone to save her life, and I blame it on my dad. Family trauma is real. Trauma from being SA'd is real. Trauma from people being disloyal to you and not protecting you. The one group of people, your family, who is supposed to protect you more than anyone else in the world, when they fail you and fail to protect you at the most critical time, it hurts. I know that.
I know how she feels. I can somewhat relate to those words, I can say. Yeah, it's very sad out here, Chad. It's very sad out here, but bro, when you're young, it's like nothing matters, bro. Especially in the hands of other people, it's like, nah, he's still a kid. You don't understand, and all this stuff. Some of us will awaken to reality at a very, very young age, so I understand.
So many more women who have experienced almost the exact same thing, if not way worse than what I've experienced, and I'm just here to say I'm sorry, and I see you, and me too.
I also see y'all, and I'm sorry, and I just wish the better for y'all, because I honestly don't think y'all deserve such trauma. So truly, I am deeply sorry. But yeah, that is wow, beautiful stuff. That is all for TikTok wildest stories, man. Damn. By your own brother, bro. Because I know there's some people out there that do it out of consent, but that is just wild. Honestly speaking, that's very wild. Oof. But anywho, before we end these, what you call it? Not necessarily say this live stream or this video. Yeah, before we end the video, there's something I'd like to do. It's a song that I encountered And you guys wouldn't have guessed it, bro. Trust me, you guys wouldn't have guessed it, bro. But anywho, beautiful story. Beautiful story. No, okay, this is my account. But anywho, you guys just yes, it's Aeon Teo. As you can see right here, I also didn't think that. I didn't think they would make a comeback ever again. But to my surprise, the boys are cooking. I just wanna say, give the song a chance, and yeah, guys, so let me know your thoughts on the song before we end the video.
What's going on? This is gonna end up a disaster, yeah. They asking like where we been. We always working, always cooking up new elements. We fell far from earth, yeah. They like, oh, you heaven sent. We ain't ask for nothing. We know people that can straight from here. Yeah, I told Father God, yeah, protect us. Yeah, you can hear the angels anointed us. Yeah, they ain't want no brothers to overthrow. It's crazy that we thought these people cared for us though. Yeah, I can really take y'all all through a story mode. I'm be pushing through.
Wait, you guys heard that zoom. My goodness.
It's crazy that we thought these people cared for us though. Yeah, I can really take y'all all through a story mode. I'm be pushing through.
I can really what? I can really take your heart through a story mode, bro. You guys know story modes are like the most beautiful thing. Well, depending on the game, of course, but in this instance, it's beautiful. Anywho, let me continue.
I can really take y'all all through a story mode. I'm be pushing through. They can never take our glory. And what we do, they be trying to play us like no nice, no food. Got me thinking about my life. Like damn, why these folks really got us trapped in paperwork? These folks will throw the love and family words loosely. Don't worry, we gon' post some dance videos soon. We been smoking with this shit, be the truth. It's sad, that's a lot of time we can't get that. It's sad that you gotta run from the truth. We having dark thoughts for a get that. I respect it, but I don't gotta go by the rules. Yeah, I ain't gon' sit back and just take up all our loot. Yeah, we got a family to see, a family to take to the moon. Yeah, we like a prophecy, I promise that we gon' go do it. We hit 1 billion views and these niggas be acting like nuisance. We hit 1 billion views and we act like we didn't even do this shit. We from the 74 with the mid and the murder exclusive.
And then more crackheads. But did you guys hear how he switched the tone, bro? Bro, this guy switched the flow like what, 3 times? This is the 3rd flow, bro. This song is just a bang. But of course, I'm gonna play it again without any interruptions. But bro, this cooked. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, we feel like Atlanta, about this nigga, we feel like some mutants. We never gonna put ourselves in shit again, we ain't stupid. I don't know what's going on. This shit gonna end up a disaster, yeah. They asking like where we been. We always working, always cooking up new elements. We fell far from earth, yeah. They like, oh, you heaven sent. We ain't ask for nothing. We know people that can straight from here. Yeah, I told Father God, yeah, protect us. Yeah, you can hear the angels anointed us. Yeah, they ain't want no brothers to overthrow. It's crazy that we thought these people cared for us though. Yeah, I can really take y'all all through a story mode.
What?
We pushing through, they can never take our glory. And what we do, they be trying to play us like no nights, no food. Got me thinking about my life. Like damn, why these folks really got us trapped in paperwork? These folks will throw the love and family words loosely. Don't worry, we gon' post some dance videos soon. We been smoking with this shit, be the truth. It's sad, that's a lot of time we can't get that. It's sad that you gotta run from the truth. We having dark thoughts for a get that. I respect it, but I don't gotta go by the rules. Yeah, I ain't gon' sit back and just take up all our loot. Yeah, we got a family to see, a family to take to the moon. Yeah, we like a prophecy, I promise that we gon' go do it. We hit 1 billion views and these niggas be acting like nuisance. life before the mitten the murder get gruesome. Yeah, we feel like Atlanta and Dallas, this nigga, we feel like some mutants. We never gonna put ourselves in this shit again, we ain't stupid.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I feel like that is how you should end a video. This is gonna be my outro. I don't care what you say. Whether you say this is lame, or this is good, this is beautiful, or this sounds heavenly, because the beat, the melody, cooked. Just bring tears to my eyes. But yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Well, yeah, I'm gonna be ending it there. Of course, I'm gonna be ending it there, chat. Of course, that's for my YouTube. Oh, streamer. My YouTube viewers. I'm saying my YouTube streamers. My YouTube viewers. Yeah. Of course, I'm gonna start another. English. God damn it. I'm going to start another live stream. Yes, for those watching through YouTube, I'm gonna start another live stream because I don't want one long ass stream. Yeah. So yeah, but of course, with the people from Twitch, yeah, they know why my streams drag to an hour, 2 hours long. Don't matter, but yeah, we're gonna do more of TikTok stuff today. So hope you'll enjoy. Give me a few minutes, I'll be right back. Those that are from YouTube.